Hello, Internet. Welcome back to Antiheroes in Exandria, or welcome if it's your first time. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kay. I'm your dungeon master for this 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons show. Before I get too weird, we're going to go ahead and start with some player introductions. Take it away, Nick.
Hi, I'm Nick. I play Easter Silberg, the human archfey patron killer.
You're a patron killer?
Apparently.
Do we need to have a talk?
I'm Ethan. I play Zofdal Zephyrax. You can call them Zof, and they are a dragonborn graviturgy wizard.
Hi, I'm Zach, and I play Bonks, the bugbear barbarian.
Hello, I'm Melissa, and I play Angelica Jacobson, who is a bare-bold joy.
Okay.
Jacobson.
Thank you, guys. Let's go ahead and start off with some announcements. We premiere our episodes on YouTube every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Tonight, we are resuming our side adventure, which is set in Exandria, specifically the continent of Wildmount. The character portraits that you can see over there in the stat cards were drawn by me. Check the video description for links and information and for resources for Black Lives Matter and Stop Asian Hate. Follow us on Twitter for news and updates at Antiheroes Anon. And enjoy the show. Share it with your friends. Come back and watch us again next week. Things are getting pretty exciting. We're coming up on the end of the season pretty soon. So yeah, keep coming back for more. Let's go ahead and cut now to the intro video. Yay! Welcome back. Let's go ahead and start with a very long recap. Hang in there.
Sorry.
No, there's a lot of stuff happening right now. It's my fault. I don't know what has become of my life, but here we go. The Quatrefoils have arrived in the city of Uthadern in the Flatcat Alps, where they agreed to investigate 3 matters for Glassblade Commander Ednis Frosthelm. The party has reported to Ednis that the Rough Diamond Pawn Shop, bless you, is being used as a front for the Jagantoth crime family out of Shady Creek Run. Ednis paid handsomely for this information and hinted unsubtly that if they can bring back the actionable proof, there will be further reward in it for them. In order to get that information, they broke into the shop. Their plan went awry instantly and turned violent, and they've already claimed the life of Undek's husband. Matter number 2, the Quatrefoils were caught in the middle of a skirmish between the Caustic Hearts devotees and the paladins of the Platinum Dragon. According to Ednis, the church has been complaining about the Caustic Heart and saying that they are poaching followers for their alleged cult of Tiamat. The party has questioned both cult members, the cult member named Pascal Roth, and High Paladin Winterhammer, member of the Order of Bahamut. But it is becoming clear that they will need to make their own investigation to get to the bottom of things. This may be more difficult now that Pascal has become interested in Zof. The third matter. The party went to the Quern Estate to investigate the elves who were turning up as dead husks in the streets. There they learned that all of the deceased were members of a family who was there at the fall of Malaismere. As Leonis Quern showed the Quatrefoils out of the manor, he was attacked by a vengeful spirit, whose wails instantly slew him, poor man. Reading the spirit's mind, Zoph learned that it was Mira Quern who blamed her family for leaving her alone to die. The party nearly vanquished Mira's spirit, but she disappeared beneath the streets. And now they have a plan to coax Mira out and put her permanently to rest. But they'll need to wait until Mira is ready to strike again. Now we pick up tonight mid-combat against Undek Shadow Shoulder in the Rough Diamond Pawn Shop, just after Easter has released a shatter spell from her crystal, absolutely ripping apart a section of the counter, the cabinet behind it, the floor, lacerating Undek's skin and clothing and murdering the half-elf man who had come to help him. Undek lets out a howl of despair, and he turns to you all and he says, "You are dead." And we are starting at the top of the combat round. So let's go ahead and get you all over to the map.
Okay. Get it.
All good?
Yep. Oh,
Nope.
But you
Yep.
can go ahead.
Nope.
I'm just getting the thing ready. Okay.
Oh, there we go. I was seeing a black screen, but
I know.
it's
The
can
same
just
thing. I
scroll
was like,
down.
what?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. It's right. It's all the way down there.
There we go.
Yeah, that's at the bottom of the. Sorry.
What did you say Undek's last name was?
Shadow Shoulder.
Oh,
It's
Shadow.
there on
Can
the
you guys
map
see?
too,
Yeah, can
actually.
you see
Yeah.
his name tag on the map
Yeah.
now? I
Oh,
gave him a name
Shadow.
tag.
I thought you said Shatter Shoulder, and I was like, wow, that's really apt. It was like for shattering.
I
I named
can't
him
see-
after last week. I gave him the
Undek Shadow Shoulder out of Shitty Creek Run.
Shatter. So we're starting at the top of the round, and Undek is up, and he is howling and shouting, "You're dead!" And the minute he finishes, the words finish leaving his mouth, he vaults over the counter and he goes directly for you, Easter.
Okay.
So Angelica and Snake can make attacks of opportunity if they wish, because he's just leaving your threat range.
I'm also going to because I have a 10-foot reach, and I think he walked through my
Oh, yeah.
threatened space.
Sure did.
Okay.
I always forget about that 10-foot reach.
Yep. he
I
certainly
sure
did.
don't, but I rolled a natural 1, so it doesn't matter.
Cool.
Not using that
Undek.
dice.
Great.
Undek unducks under
Oh,
that.
you sure
He just
did.
vaults over with more grace than you expect to see from a dwarf, and your attack just goes right under him.
Duck butt.
Ooh, duck butt.
Duck butt.
No, why would I say that?
Okay, Angelica rolled a dirty 20 for a scimitar attack.
Okay, that hits.
Blitz.
So it's going to be 7 slashing.
Let me remind myself what his stuff is. Yep. Okay, 7 slashing. Okay. And did the snake make an attack as well? You've got your giant constrictor snake out right there.
Oh, the snake gets one too. Yes.
Yep, the snake
Oh.
also gets one.
He might not even make it to me if he gets constricted.
Yeah, let's see how that goes. Let me get up the stats real quick. Sorry, guys, I forgot to pull it
Oh,
up.
it's all right.
Okay. It is a giant. What is it called? Constrictor snake. Where are you? There you are. All right. So he gets +6 to hit. Okay, here we go. And that is a 12. So 18.
That hits.
And then
So are you doing the bite attack or the constrict attack?
the constrict. So it's +6
Okay.
to hit. Creature 2d8 +4. And then
Right,
he has to do escape with a DC of 16.
Yeah, but that's not okay. So I'm gonna put him right there then.
Okay, so
I
that
think-
is 12 bludgeoning damage.
Dang.
12 bludgeoning. Okay, hold on. I'm actually gonna put him right there.
think I can see his health bar though.
I can also see his health bar.
You can see his health bar, but not the actual numbers, right?
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Because you can see like a measure of like how injured he is just by looking at him.
Yeah,
That's
that's true.
fine.
That's
It works
great.
out. It works out well that Bonks I missed because he didn't actually get it.
Yeah, he didn't actually get it. I didn't realize that a
Excellent.
constrictor snake has a constricting attack. That's
That's why I picked it.
yeah.
The first tie-up didn't work. I'm bound and determined to
Also
tie this
restraining.
guy up. I don't necessarily want to kill him.
Giant
I just
constrictor
wanna tie
snake
him
is
up.
basically a big blanket. So
Wow,
Yeah.
this guy is not looking hot. All right, so he's restrained as well, which would give him disadvantage, but he can use his action to try and escape the grapple, which I believe he's going to. Nope, he's too enraged. I think he's just going to attack the snake. It's not a smart move in deck. Use your brain. Okay,
Well, it
So
saves
two
Easter
attacks
anyway.
2 attacks at disadvantage
grateful.
against the snake. Yeah, what's your snake's DC?
Coming. Do-do-do-do-do.
12. Oh, that
12.
one. That one.
12.
That one hits. First one hits. Second one definitely hits. So from those 2, the snake takes 14 bludgeoning damage from 2 attacks from Undek as he's just screaming
Okay.
at the snake. No, release me, basically, kind
Okay.
of thing.
My
Snake's
AC,
turn is next.
my AC is also 12, so I'm very happy that happened.
Well, he wouldn't have had disadvantage
Yeah.
against you.
So,
The snake's pretty beefy too, so
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
It's got way more hit points
the
than me.
snake is up.
the snake is up.
Yep. Yeah.
So now, let's see.
So-
Since it's constricted, it's going to make a bite attack.
And you have advantage because he's restrained by the grapple.
Sweet. Okay,
It'd be so
that
bad
is
for him.
a 15.
It's so bad. It was a mistake
Plus
giving you
6.
this spell this early. It's a mistake.
So that is
Sorry, what was it?
I rolled a 15 on die, so that's a 21
Yeah, that
to
hits.
hit. And
hits.
it's 2d6 plus 4. And I'm going to say non-lethal, so that's 14.
Okay.
it's pretty close to max damage.
Yeah, it really is.
I know
Oh,
I rolled 2
index.
5s.
Oh, Undek. Anything else on the snake's turn? Guess the snake
gonna
can't really move anywhere when he's got
Grappled
someone
now.
grappled. Yeah.
Nope, that's it.
Okay. And then Riot's up. Sorry, Riot is up next.
Oh, I thought you said Brian, and I was like, there's
Yes,
somebody else
Yeah.
around?
their son Brian in the
Yeah.
back room,
I guess.
You
Uh,
hear crying.
Yeah.
crying Brian.
Crying Brian.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
No,
Riot is
Riot.
just gonna
Riot is up.
just like kind of flit to the backside of Easter, going away from this yelling man. That's
Okay.
that's the end of Riot's turn.
Okay, Bonks.
Why do I have to kill everybody? Okay. Yeah.
Everybody, like I didn't do it
Everybody,
last turn.
I'm sorry. You didn't kill you
that's-
didn't kill
that's true.
the other one.
I just feel like whenever we refer to murders, it's always me. So
To be fair, you don't have to kill this guy.
I did non-lethal before, and I'll do that again.
Okay.
I will use diplomacy, and I got
Okay.
a 19 to hit,
That hits.
and that is where's this? 12 plus
This is starting to feel really anticlimactic. you guys.
14.
Well, the pendulum had to swing back our way eventually.
Really
Yeah.
like we waited a week for this combat and it's like
Thank-
Yeah,
14 damage.
14 damage.
Snake.
Yeah, so what does it look like when you knock this person unconscious?
Very diplomatic. I guess if it's non-lethal, I'd probably use the butt of the axe instead, and I just like give him a really big thump on the head. So it like comes down with really great force, so it still does a pretty substantial amount, but
So
not for killing
wrapped
him.
up in this snake's
Blanket.
body,
Oh,
flailing his mace angrily, looking with bloodlust in his eyes at Easter. Bonks comes over and just thunk, and he just goes limp
bonks
in
him.
the snake's arms. Yep. And we are out of initiative.
Okay.
Zoph
Uh-huh.
scrambles immediately across the counter over to this guy who Easter shattered, like shouting, "No, no, 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 no! That's not how this was supposed to go." And I mean, it's really just for flavor since I know he's dead. But like, can I make a medicine check to make sure he's dead?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Make your check.
Zoph is absolutely trying to see if there's any life left in this
I
guy.
did just cast Shadow like 6 seconds ago, so
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, medicine. Where's my medicine?
Guidance. I'll come over and give you guidance.
Yeah, you're standing right there. You can do that.
Okay, so that's 14.
Yeah. So what does it look like as you perform this check? What are you checking for?
Zoph basically like slides on their knees next to the guy and like starts feeling for a pulse, getting real close, checking for breath, like trying to put pressure on wounds and things like that to stop bleeding. If there's like, I mean, it was shattered, so I assume there's like bones
Yeah.
coming out of it. Yeah.
It's pretty rough. Yeah, you do all this and there is, a lot of blood and broken limbs and he, it seems like it's gushing and you're really trying to stop it, but then you realize that the flow has really slowed and you can't find a pulse. And yeah, he is not going to make it. Or rather, he did not make it.
Yeah. Zoph stands up, kind of still just like looking at the ground, hands covered in blood, and just
We've
kind
just
of
moved.
shakes their head
All right.
and turns their back and sort of walks to a corner of the room.
We absolutely have to find that proof now, because if that shop owner doesn't go away for a long, long time, we are all gonna be in serious trouble with the Dragon Tops.
Yes, we've just made a very, very powerful enemy.
We're not
All
just
right.
going to be in trouble with the Jagantoths, though. This is really bad. Like, if we don't find proof here, I don't think that the commander is going to be okay with us. Like, we're going to have to flee the city or something.
What are you talking about? We acted in self-defense. You all heard him say, "I'm gonna kill you."
We walked into his shop and did this.
Not the way I remember it. Bonks, do you have any rope?
Zoph is glaring at Easter a little bit. Doesn't say anything
Okay.
more, but just glares a bit.
I do have rope.
All right. can you-
Angelica will start searching in for keys.
Yeah, help me get this guy tied up. And
Sure.
and gagged too would be good.
Sure.
Pet my snake and say, "Oh my gosh, you were amazing. We couldn't have done this without you." Way to go, buddy.
Note to self: giant constrictor snakes. Plan for giant constrictor snakes in future combats. All right, so
Okay.
who are you checking? Who's checking what?
We're all working as a team, I think. Looking for keys, tying them up.
Angelica's doing the investigation, I think.
On
Yes.
who?
Undek.
Undek.
Am I right? I don't want to speak for you, but yeah.
So I'm saying, who are you checking? Because different people have, let's see. All right, Undek. Yes, he will have a key.
And we've seen him go through his security before. So we kind of know what to look for, more or less.
I mean, he led you into the back room and unlocked doors with
Yeah.
a ring of keys.
Yeah.
So yeah. So he's got he has a ring of keys on
Mhm.
his belt, which has got let's see, 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's a lot. Let's say maybe about 20 or so keys on the key ring.
Okay, let's start.
Yeah, like
I'll start trying 'em.
18 keys specifically on the key ring, I think.
Wow.
Actually,
And
I'll hand him to
yeah,
Zoph.
he's got like maybe like a coin purse with like 10 gold in it or something.
I don't want to take his gold,
Well,
but I'll hand it.
we want
there.
our gold back.
That's true.
How much did we pay again?
Like 150 or something.
Okay,
A lot.
so
Yeah.
I'll hand the coin pouch to Bonks and say, here you go. And I'll hand the keys to Zoph and I'll say, can you figure this out?
Yeah, Zoph takes them and kind of walks over to the door. And I guess I'll look at the door and look at the keys and try and find one that looks like the key matches the lock.
And while they're doing that, I want to go to the shop front and lock that door and draw any blinds and like flip the
Okay.
closed sign and all that stuff.
Yeah. You can do that pretty easily. Zoph, these keys are all identical. They have like little like dabs of paint on them in different colors on the like the head of the key, but they all look like it would be hard to tell unless you knew
Yeah, that
what
makes
goes
sense.
where. And the lock, if you look at the like the door and like the cabinets and even the lock that's locking this counter, the door to get through the counter over there, is they all look like they're locked with the same type of lock too.
Smart. I guess I'll just start trying them then.
All right, let's see. Oh boy, let's do. Can you roll a d20 for me?
2.
2. All right, then I'm going to need you to make a con saving throw.
Nice. Wow. Perfect.
Didn't realize Angelica was putting him in danger.
9.
Yeah, so you're going to take 9 poison damage
There goes my temporary hit points.
as a needle comes out of the lock and stabs you.
Okay.
Ouch.
Can I cast well, I guess it's a little too late for detect magic.
That sounded
You
like
are
it was more
also
of
under the poison condition.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe this is a job for Bonks. Bonks, can you just break this door?
I can certainly try. What's the door made out of?
What is the door made out of? It's made out of wood.
Okay. Then I would like to try and break it.
Okay. I need rules for breaking doors.
Does
I feel like door ACs are a thing.
Does your graviturgy magic help me with strength? Or help
It can.
or make the okay.
Throughout all of this, by the way, Zoph is very much like not throwing out suggestions. So like if you ask Zoph to do something, they do it,
Mhm.
but they're not really suggesting courses of actions at the moment.
Well,
Okay.
I could transform into a spider and go under and see if I can open it from the other side before we break it down. If we think it'll open without a key.
Maybe. Otherwise, if we can search around and see if there's some sort of like, I don't know, matching like a pattern or something that's written down between the two of them.
I will say that now that Zoph has triggered the trap in this lock,
Mhm.
you don't think that it will trigger a second time. So at
Hmm.
least for this door to get back into the hallway, you were doing this one, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that main one.
you
Yeah.
think we
Then
can just
at
try
least
them
for
until
this
we-
one, like you can try the keys until one works.
Okay.
So do you still want to try or should we give it to Bonks?
I
Might as
got
well.
this. I'll just keep doing the keys until one works.
Yeah,
I want
you
to
can
suggest
definitely do
something, but I don't
that.
know if Bonks would actually suggest it. So I'm not going to.
Way to play your character.
Yeah, I really want to though. Fighting it.
Fight, fight, fight. Okay. So yeah, you can try that until it works. Sorry, I'm trying to make notes here. And then, oh yeah, I guess I could reveal this hallway to you now.
Mhm.
How does
Um,
revealing things work? Okay.
While you figure that out, I'll say that like once one of these clicks before Zoph opens the door, Zoph just looks back at everyone and says, no more surprises, and casts Detect Thoughts. And I'm going to use the second use for the spell, which is I can search for sentient creatures with it.
Good call.
I can use the spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures you can't see. When you cast the spell as an action and during the duration, you can search for thoughts within 30 feet. The spell can penetrate barriers, but 2 feet of rock, 2 inches of any metal other than lead, or a thin sheet of lead blocks it.
Okay. And you don't have to make a check, it just happens.
Yep. As
Yeah,
long as
yeah.
it's not blocked by any of those things.
So you sit there and you kind of expand your consciousness out, trying to find anything within 60 feet, 30 feet,
30.
60, 30 feet.
Mhm.
And you can sense your companions and nothing else. Except a little
Okay.
crying child named Brian in the back
No.
room.
No.
No.
I think
No,
we're clear.
there's
It's
no one
just
else.
it's just us now. And then Zoph will step aside and let everyone else pass.
Hey, Zoph, as long as you got that spell up, can you like peek to see which keys we should be using?
I don't know if I can use Detect Thoughts on an unconscious creature.
Seems like that's the best kind of creature to use it on.
So I only get the surface thoughts, but then I could delve deeper.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. Okay, what do you think?
Using detect thoughts on an inanimate object?
No.
No,
Undec.
on Undec
Undec.
while he's unconscious.
Oh, because he's unconscious. I see. Sorry. I
mean-
was like, you're using it on the keys?
So I don't
What?
think the
That's what I
surface
thought at first too.
I don't think the
thought of
surface
keys.
thoughts application would work, but
Yeah.
maybe the delve deeper part.
That's a pretty clever use of it.
I mean, I feel like if you probe deeper, blah, 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 he can't make a wisdom saving throw because he's unconscious, but like he's not in a state that he could have conscious thought
Yeah.
right now. So I don't think, even if you delve deeper, it's like you're not going to get anything. You're going to get static.
Could we
That
like
seems fair.
could we like wake him up and do it? And then
I don't want to. Let's not wake him up.
knock him out again?
That seems cruel.
I mean, we already did
Um,
bad things. We might as well
Yeah,
just
I did
like
some
get.
bad
We,
stuff,
we
that's
need to
true.
get
Yeah.
we need to get the evidence, or else we are going to be at
Okay.
risk.
So when
Wait.
Easter suggests this, Zoph just shakes their head and says, it doesn't work like that.
Oh,
Okay,
well.
so I'm gonna offer again to become a small creature, and I'm gonna go, so we don't have to trigger any more traps. I'm just gonna go look for something that we need in one of the rooms. And
Oh,
then,
I will say, you have been like, you go into the hallway and you can see that there are 2 doors, like one on the left and one on the right. And you went in the one on the left before, when Undec showed you the black market room where all the black market products were. That's what was in that room. You've never been on the other side, but you've
okay,
already
so-
seen the room on the left. You know what's in there.
Let's try the other one then.
Okay, so
Easter.
do you want
Yeah.
to use,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You'll let this happen first, and then I.
so do you want to try a key? Do you want me to detect magic or become
Well,
a small person
Okay.
or
Any
other ideas?
Do you think you could try the key with Mage Hand?
Oh, that's a good call. Yeah. Easter will cast Mage Hand and take the key. Or take the ring of keys, because there's a bunch.
Right.
And I'll,
Yeah, there's a
like,
bunch.
I'll like motion for Angie to stand back and just like try the ring of keys from here?
Yeah, you could do that. You can, yeah, that's very clever. You do that, and you what's the word? You trigger the trap.
Mhm.
Another needle pokes out, but
Mhm.
your mage hand is. Does your mage hand have like an AC and an HV? It's just spectral.
Yeah, I
It's
think
not like
I think it even
it's not
says
like
it
a
can't be
big-
targeted by attacks.
Right. Okay. So yeah, nothing happens to it, and you are able to continue to try the keys until you find one that works.
Yeah.
Mhm. Good call.
Yeah,
I would
it's
not
very
have thought
clever.
of that. Yeah, and I'll push the door open with mage hand.
Okay. All right. Let me do my Polygon Reveal here.
You make it sound so fancy. There's
There
the
we go.
evidence. All 72
There we
boxes of
go.
evidence.
Beautiful, beautiful map drawn by Ethan.
All
Hand
of those
drawn.
boxes just lovingly I can't talk. All those boxes lovingly placed. There we go.
Hand painted over the course of 3 weeks.
Mhm. Not
Wait,
at all
really?
true.
Oh,
Not at all.
it's like, shoot.
No.
Wow.
Oh no.
Zoph begins silently going to work investigating these boxes.
I'll
Okay.
help him.
Them. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also gonna make an
Them.
escape check, and
Yep.
Riot is gonna help me.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
I rolled at advantage, but I technically have disadvantage because I'm poisoned.
Or you can help me, I guess.
But my bonus
I'll
is
look
plus
too.
9, so
Okay.
So
So
just roll straight
you've
then.
got. Sorry, I don't know why I took my notes this way. It's very I'm like looking up and down like, for this stuff. Yeah, so most of these boxes are filled with yeah, would you guys know what this stuff is? Probably not without being told, but most of these boxes are filled with fine brown bags and bags of fine brown powder. There are 3. There's a over here. Can I? Am I on the right layer to ping for you guys? This one over here
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I missed it. Okay.
is a filing cabinet
Mhm.
that is locked. This one back here has a lock on it, and this one over here has a lock on it. Just a chest
Okay.
with a lock. Chest with a lock.
Are they locked using the same mechanisms as before? Oh,
Yes.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
Easter.
Yeah, I'm gonna try the same thing on. I'm gonna try it on this filing cabinet first.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll or anything for it because same thing happens. You trigger the trap. The needle comes out, but your mage hand is unaffected. You're able to eventually find out which key opens it, and you can open the filing cabinet.
Okay.
Ooh, excellent.
What's in here?
So it looks like just going through it, it looks like a bunch of what's the word I'm looking for? Ledgers and receipts and that kind of thing. But if you look through and you kind of pick some up and you look at it closely, it looks like just the pawn shop stuff, like all above board. Nothing
Okay.
incriminating. But
all right.
you can make either a perception or an investigation check as you're looking through this kind of drawer.
Okay. I'll have Riot help me. They're both the same. Oh, that was bad rolls. Sorry, I got a 9.
Okay, yeah, that's all you find.
Yeah. Then I will go and do the same trick over here.
Okay. Yeah, same thing. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Same thing. You open this one up and it has that one has a shit ton of money in it.
Ooh, wow.
Like chock full of all of these platinum, gold, silver, copper pieces, and there are about 9 gems sprinkled within.
Well, I'm gonna take 150 gold, and that's it.
There's a lot more where that came from.
Oh, I know, but this 150 gold is mine.
didn't we already take that off his person though?
No.
No, he
only
only
had a
had
little
like
bit.
10 gold
Okay.
on him.
So we can give him that back if we've got the 150.
Sure. And then I guess I will try it on this last chest.
Yeah, same thing. You open it up, and all that's in there are a pair of gloves.
Okay.
Your gloves was locked up, or was it
Mhm.
unlocked?
It was locked.
Okay, can I cast detect magic on them?
Mhm. Yeah, you can do that. They absolutely glow with magic.
So if you want to check out those papers, I don't have too much of a head for that stuff, but maybe you could find what we're looking for.
Ah, right. Okay. Sure. Yeah, Zoph goes over and looks at the filing cabinet.
How long does the poison last, or can you like make saves?
It lasts for 10 minutes.
Ah, I see.
So probably still going.
All right, I'll
Yeah,
help you
it's still
then.
going.
Okay. Straight roll.
Yeah,
Still really good. 22.
Oh shoot.
great. Yeah, so you go over and like you're kind of glancing over the papers that like Easter hands you, and you can tell right away that they're just mundane records. But you look back at the filing cabinet and you notice that there is like a little bit of a misalignment on the bottom, and you kind of get in there with your like little talons, and you're able to pry open the bottom of the drawer, and in there is what looks like a black leather bound book.
Oh,
And
hello.
you pull that out and flip through it, and you can tell very quickly that this is a ledger for the black market sales.
This seems like what we want.
Oh, great. Then we can get out of here.
Yeah. Hey,
Could
Easter.
check the other room, but we've already seen that one. I don't think there's anything incriminating in there.
Yeah, we're just really here for the proof, I think. Do we want to bring Undek with us? Or do we
Yeah.
want to leave him?
No,
Okay. Okay. Yeah, good call.
because he wants to kill us.
Yes.
We are
Okay.
going to have to march through the streets covered in blood, carrying this unconscious, tied up dwarf. But okay.
I wonder if there's a way we can lessen that.
One of us or two of us can go get Ednis and bring her back here.
That might be better.
That would probably be better.
Yeah, I have not been hit at all, so I can go.
By the way, the stuff in the boxes, Easter, doesn't it remind you of tea? Like ground up tea?
Angelica, I would like you to make let's do a nature check.
You guys are gonna make like cocaine tea or something.
Oh, where it's gonna be so much worse.
Nature check
Mm-hmm.
is that's what is that? A 13 plus a 2.
I mean, my guess is this is not something
15.
that you want to heal up and boil.
I mean, unless you want a good time. Yeah. You have never seen this stuff before, but your father has told you about it. This is Sood.
Oh yeah.
This is a very potent drug. That it can be quite dangerous and is highly illegal.
They call it spice on the streets. The
Mhm.
slang is, do you spice?
Do you spice?
It would make some very spicy and interesting tea, wouldn't it?
No, no, no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's along.
No, no. No
Are there-
ideas.
Is any of it? It's all in boxes. There's no like sachets or packets of it or anything.
There's like it's boxes, but inside the boxes there are like individually wrapped pounds or whatever of it,
Right.
like bags, like
Okay.
bags of flour or something.
We have a bag of holding. Yeah, I have a bag of holding. I'm just gonna toss one in there.
Okay. Give me just a second. And you can
Isn't that an item in Wild Mount? No, it's not.
No.
That'd be funny though.
How do you spell it, by the way?
Suude, and it's brown Sood. And you can give yourself 10 uses. You have 10 uses of Sood.
Oh
Bag of
boy.
holding.
Soon to be
Add-
9 uses of Sood.
Add items.
And
Is
I'm
she
going to
the,
have to
the
say
best one
this.
to be holding this?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. The other information, what was your nature check again, Angelica?
15.
15. Yeah, so you would know. Let's see. Where's this information? Do. Wait, where is this information? I thought this was written somewhere. Okay, never mind. I don't want to give the wrong information. So I was going to say, oh, wait. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, it is made out of a mineral called azurite, which is like kind of a blue crystal, actually. Yep. A little bit of trivia for you.
Like making meth.
Actually, it is good that Easter took it, because if you're gonna go get the class plates commander, you can be like, they have this stuff. If you so needed to have a little more persuasion.
Then she'd have to give it up as evidence, though.
Well, then take 2 bags.
You're gonna take some too?
No, one for evidence and one to keep. I
Oh
think
my
is what
gosh.
she means. All right, so the plan is for Easter to go get the commander and bring her back, and everyone else is going to hang out here
Yes.
at the
Do you want
shop
me-
with.
Do you want me to come with you, Easter? Come company?
I'm not doing anything dangerous. But yeah, if you want, you can come.
Okay, so Easter and Angelica head out. Zoph and Bonks are going to hang back. Zoph and Bonks, is there anything you guys want to talk about while the ladies are gone?
There is, in
Yeah.
fact.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Zoph spends the first couple minutes definitely like sitting in silence, probably next to the body of, oh, why can't I remember his name now?
Do you
We
want me
can go ahead and turn the
Yeah,
map
I was
off
just gonna
now.
ask that.
Yeah.
Okay, let me do that.
Griffin, I think it was.
Griffin, that's right. My brain was saying Kevin. I knew it ended in an in sound. Griffin.
Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
Yeah, I don't know if
Sitting-
I actually revealed that at all because there was no opportunity to.
Right.
But yeah, his name is Griffin.
Sitting next to the body, and then eventually looks up at Bonks and says, I've been doing a lot of thinking about what you told us about your village. And I just want you to know you're not alone in coming from a background where you find out that the people who you grew up with and who raised you might not be in the right, my mom, raised me in some stuff that growing up I thought was just normal and fine. And then I had a real, awakening moment where I literally, saw the light and realized everything that I knew growing up was backwards and incorrect. And I don't know, your story just kind of resonated with me because at the end of the day, my mom and my brother, they're still my family, but I don't know. I feel like you must have some complicated feelings, and I kind of feel like I can relate to that.
Thanks, Soph. Is this yours or Jelena's family?
Mine.
I see. Yeah, I can definitely relate to what you're saying. I was sort of outcasted because of those thoughts, and that's one of the reasons why I left.
Things did not end well with my mother and my brother. And to be honest, this situation that we're in right now is really dredging up some memories that I didn't want to think about. I don't know, everything feels so tangled.
I think Bonks will like place a hand on their shoulder, kind of, you know, comfort them. Well, you can always talk to me if there's anything you want to share.
I think I do know that. Especially after hearing your story, I just feel like there's a lot of similarity between where you and I came from and what we're trying to do.
Do you want to talk about it? Is there what's? I'd love to know more about what it is, if it can help both of us.
Well, it's also interconnected. It's wild how interconnected everything is. You know how High Paladin Winterhammer mentioned the Scaled Tyrant? Well, my mother's a pretty devout follower, and she raised me and my brother, you know, in those values. And for the longest time, I thought that it was, I feel so ashamed to even say the sorts of things that I thought, but I thought that it was, you know, my birthright to like go back to Draconia and establish my lineage's, you know, dominance over the people there, and you know, all this stuff, all this horrible stuff. And it wasn't until my memories began to awaken in me and I remembered a different way that I lived, that everything changed. And then my brother and my mother, they didn't like that, and there was an altercation with my brother when I was trying to leave, and I don't fully remember what happened. It was just such a blur. But he got seriously hurt, and it was an accident. I don't know what happened, but seeing Easter accidentally hurt this guy, it's dredging it all up. You know?
Wow. That is really heavy. Man. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, I'm glad that you got away from that place and that you know you're right and wrong now from your memories. Are you planning on going back home eventually to sort of try and correct that? Do you?
Soph kind of looks down at the ground and says, "Not if I can help it."
I see. That's so sad. Yeah, I think Bonk will kind of squat down next to Zoph and sit there with them, and just kind of like, you know, listen and be a shoulder if it's needed.
It's very needed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Soph just
Yeah.
kind of leans their head, I think, on Bonks' shoulder and probably cries a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. And
UOTP.
I'm actually crying a little
I
bit.
know. It's really emotional, and I know the
could hear
story.
it.
oh, it's really
Aw.
sad.
Oh, all right. So they sit there together for a while, and the camera will kind of zoom out, give them a little bit of privacy, and whoosh through the streets to follow Easter and Angelica. Is there anything you guys would like to talk about as you make your way up the Augur Trail?
Nothing that poignant. I think Easter would just say, "Hey, Angie, are you all right? We heard a pretty loud thud from outside. You didn't get bashed up too bad, did you?"
You're muted, Angie.
No, it was just so weird because I had I came out of my rat form right
Mm,
behind him, and I immediately went invisible, but somehow it's like he knew I was there and he whacked me really hard with his mace. So
ouch.
I'll have a sore spot, but I'm okay. Thanks for asking.
All right, yeah. Sorry, the plan didn't go like it was supposed to.
Well, you know, it happens.
Yeah.
We tried.
We did.
Worked out.
That's about as far as I'm going to go with that conversation.
So if we can pan it back for a second, Bonks
Sure,
is gonna
sure,
try
sure.
and cheer up Zoph. After you know when it's time, right? Feel it out a little bit. And, do you want to know something silly about my village? I guess.
Sure.
Well, I had a nickname when I was there, and he kind of like points to he like you know, because I like to write things down and try to be a little. Anyways, they used to call me Snoblin.
What? The Snoblin?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, because yeah. Kind of
Because
like
you're a snobbish goblinkin?
yes. That's right.
That does help a little bit, but I won't tell the other two if you don't want me
I'd
to.
appreciate that. He
I have a
doesn't-
feeling Easter wouldn't let you hear the end of that
He
nickname.
looks pretty embarrassed when he says it. He's like, "Oh, I really didn't want to share this, but I want you to feel better." Type
It
of
definitely helped a little
emotion.
bit. So if like cracks a little bit of a smile. Yeah.
Yeah. That was the main thing.
Goblin.
Now everybody knows. I came up with a
Just
nickname.
so.
Well, the players.
That's cute. All right. So Angie and Easter make your way back up to the top of the Auger Trail where the glass blurns
Last blords.
Yeah. the glass blade barracks are, and you're able to go and talk to Commander Frosthelm. And she kind of looks up at you curiously. It's like, yes,
We have good news and bad news.
I'm listening.
The good news, which we should definitely tell you first, is that we have, and Easter produces the Black Ledger, proof of the of Index operation as a Jagantoth front. This is his ledger, all his business dealings with Jagantoths. There's plenty more back there. We found just an enormous amount of what I am told is illegal drugs.
All right. She takes the ledger and she kind of flips through it. And her brow is kind of furrowing a little bit. She says, well, it's evidence at least that it's they're dealing in illegal trade. I'm not sure. We'll have to have some people look over the code names. I assume that these are code names in here. I don't see any blatant Jagantoth, which they would be dumb if they did, but it's a start.
Yeah.
Then she kind of looks at you very suspiciously and says, and what's the bad news?
Well, Undek's still alive. And we're
How
still
is
on the
that
good.
bad news?
We're still on the good news. The bad news is a guy did die.
Everything didn't go as smoothly as we had hoped.
She kind of gets up and she crosses the room and shuts the door behind you. Then she goes back to her desk and she sets the ledger down very, very, very gently on the desk. She puts her hands down on the desk. Without looking up at you, she says, tell me everything that happened, and if you lie to me, I will know.
Well, we really don't have anything to hide. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
that's
Tell
not
me
necessary.
everything that happened. What kind of damage am I looking at here?
so the plan was just to kind of sneak up on him and take him out pretty safely and quietly with no muss, no fuss. And that plan didn't go great. So he actually attacked us first. You know,
Well, I was freaking invisible.
Angie tried to get invisible and get into position, sneak into the back room, and he somehow found out and sicked one of his little robot things at us. It hit Bonks and poked him. I could see a little bit of blood coming from that. And then we heard a big whomp as he took out his mace and just smacked Angie. So he was really the aggressor here. We were acting in
I
self-defense.
might need you to make a little bit of a deception check for that.
We were
a
acting in
little bit of a
self-defense.
deception check.
He did scream, "I'm going to kill you all," which I think Bolter's might. Yeah, so and yeah, I'm gonna do this. This is the worst roll. Why can't I roll? What?
Guidance. Sorry. Too late.
Too late. It's a 7.
Yeah. So as you are talking, Commander Frosttown kind of just slowly looks up and is watching your face. And her look of impatience is growing very slowly bigger as you continue to talk.
Yeah.
And she finally just holds up a hand.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks at Angelica. And she says, "So what I'm hearing is you broke into a man's shop and he was defending himself."
We didn't break in.
The door was
The
open.
door was open.
You walked onto someone else's property with
In
the
this-
intent to harm.
No, not at all. I was freaking invisible. Invisible.
What were you
okay?
planning to do to him when you walked in invisible? Look, let me just, and she goes over to her bookshelf and she pulls out a like pretty big book. She
Mhm.
pulls it out and she flips through it. Flip, flip, flip.
While she's
She-
doing that, like Ether's like, "Come on, Angie, am I wrong? He did say he was going to kill us."
He
Flip,
did.
flip. Then she starts reading.
He's a bad
Trespassing.
guy.
Trespassing.
We were no
12
no,
days incarceration.
No, no,
And
not
or
gonna happen.
A fine
no.
of 250 gold. Flip.
Oh,
flip.
well, that's no
Assault
problem.
with
but
intent to injure. 30 days incarceration. And or a fine of 350 gold. Flip. Flip.
You're the one
Okay.
that told us to do
Assault
this.
with intent to kill. 250 days incarceration. And or a
Easter.
fine of 1,800 and gold. Or in special cases, execution. Flip. Flip. Murder. 8 to 10 years incarceration.
Get a
And
grip.
or a fine of 6,000 gold or execution. And she slams the book shut. She puts it on her desk and she sits down and she massages her temples and she says, "If this connection to the Dragon Toss is real, I don't care what the fuck happened, but you have got to tell me this is a mess I can clean up for you,
Well, of
or
course
this
it
is what you're
but
looking at."
How did you? You're the one that asked for actionable proof. How did you think it was going to happen? Were we just going to pull it out of a fairy's butt?
Angie, that is the whole reason she didn't actually ask us to do this, because she knew this was going to happen and we were going to take the fall for it.
Well, anyway, you're not impressed by this, I can tell.
I
So,
am
I
just
know
trying
a
to
lot of
figure out.
people who would like to have this right now and would be a little more grateful. And I'm not a person that gets ticked off very easily,
It's true, she hasn't.
but your unappreciation,
I've never seen her like this.
your unappreciation is really making me want to go over and tear that book into shreds right now, rather than sell it to someone who would like to use it for profit. And I start walking over to start trying to grab the book.
I'm
away.
gonna try and hold her back. I'm not very strong.
Why don't you make an intimidation check with advantage because Easter's helping you?
I mean, a little gratitude could go a long way. Oh, not 20. Oh, not 20 and a 13.
Dungeons and Dragons show. Yeah.
Look, when Angie's mad, she's scary.
Yeah, she's
Shoot.
big.
My fur is probably, standing up.
Standing on
making
edge,
it
yeah.
look even bigger.
Are like some of your features like like rolling it with like bestial and with like anger?
Yeah.
I mean, I
She
still
like
got
snarls.
leftover anger at Uthdeck that didn't quite calm on the walk, I think,
Yeah.
too.
So as you say this and you start walking towards her, you can see her kind of sit up and scoot back in her chair a little bit. And she realizes that you're going for the ledger and she stands up and she snatches it real quick. And there is a little bit of sweat on her brow. And she says, listen, just calm down. Calm down. I am not charging you with anything. All right. If you are giving me this ledger, this evidence, what I'm trying to tell you is you are walking out of here free and with a little bit of extra funds lying in your pocket like we promised. So you can just calm the hell down right now.
Why didn't you
Hey.
lead with that? Why did you have to get out the stupid book
I want
and
you to
lecture us like we're
understand.
criminals?
I want you to understand the gravity of the shit you've just dumped on my head for protecting your sorry little asses. All right?
I have a question.
She sits back down.
How much are you paying us?
We'll see how much the damage that you've done is.
That's what I'm saying. Sounds like a big fine, but maybe a big reward, and maybe just you can just cancel each other out.
She looks at you and she's like, she reaches down and she plops a bag on the desk. And it's a big bag.
Yeah.
I have no
Take
problem with this.
But
Take
Oh.
it.
I reach it
Take it.
and I take it and I just plop it in the bag of holding.
Yep.
All right.
As I promised, I am a woman of my word.
Okay.
Now, I can cover for you, but I need to know the truth about what happened. And I need to know if there are any witnesses that we need to deal with.
Yeah. Okay. And I think that because Easter is about to ask her for favors, you'll just be completely honest about what happened in the shop.
Good. That's all she wanted.
Yeah.
That's all she wanted. She's like, I need to know what I need to clean up to
Yeah.
cover our asses
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
So
yeah.
just be honest
So
with me.
I'll give her a blow by blow of what Easter saw and what Easter did.
Okay.
And the favor I'm going to ask her at the end of that is like, look, if Undek ever talks to anybody from the Jagantoss, we are in a world of trouble. Can you
Well,
put him in a
sounds to
cell
me
where that will never happen?
he's going to be behind bars for a long time just for being associated with the Jagantoss. And sounds to me like that assault with intent to kill charge sounds like it lines up pretty well with what happened, if you ask me. That's at least 250 days behind bars. So enough time to get your sorry little asses out of town and far away
Yeah.
from the Jagantoss.
All right. We might be going to Shitty Creek Run.
Well, then let's hope he didn't know any of your names. Now, where is Undek right now?
He is back at the shop along with Zoph and Bonks are kind of looking after him.
All right.
Grapple
She picks
him
up the
with
ledger
snake.
and she says, this is enough probable cause for us to raid the shop. You two wait right here. I'm going to get a little squad of my glass blades and we'll come down and take care of things.
Okay. While she goes to do that, I want to look through this book that she's meaningfully thumping about sentencing. And I want to look up what's the fine and or the jail time for possession of food in the turn.
Oh gosh. Let me, I actually prepared some notes on stuff, but I don't know if I remember to put possession of illegal drugs in there. Do-do-do-do-do. Where's my
Never
notes
expect the
on-
player who's
Where's my
never
notes
expect the
on-
player who's gonna do drugs.
I know. I had a lot of laws that I was trying to write.
I've said before and I'll say it again. Issa's law on her character sheet is I will do every drug I see.
Yep. Nope. You are absolutely, that is within your. Yeah, let's do possession of illegal substances will be, there it is, 30 days incarceration and a fine of 250 gold.
And not or?
And
Okay. Never mind then. I was just gonna like leave 250 gold in the bag on the desk and just like kind of wink it on my way out, but that's not on my plan anymore.
possession or consumption. I'm making this note right now. Since I just made that up off the top of my head. 3 days plus 250 gold, fine. 15. Okay. All right, so she will round up a squad of glass blades and then take you back to the rough diamond. I almost called it the black diamond. I was like, nope, that's not what it was called. The rough diamond. So they're gone, Bonks and Zoph. They're gone for about an hour, I think. But then you can hear the charge of like a squad of cops basically coming to clean this place out. So yeah, so the glass blades come, they kind of, there's a couple that are standing outside. Commander Frosthelm is with them. She kind of surveys the scene with like this kind of like, for fuck's sake look on her face. And yeah, they basically they take Undek into custody. So 2 glass blades like put him in manacles and lead him out of the shop, and the rest of them take some time to kind of comb the place for more evidence. And you guys are free to stick around or go as you please. It's up to you.
There's a whole lot of magic items here.
Yeah, those are all
Did-
going to get confiscated.
I mean,
Yeah.
did Bonks snatch
Right.
any of
Those are-
those, like an apron while we were waiting here?
No.
I mean, you had the, maybe did Easter take the keys with her?
No, I would not have taken the keys with me.
Yeah, but I mean, you lost the mage hand ability, so
I'm
you're
really
welcome to
strong.
try and get into that room.
No, it's okay.
Yeah,
fine.
Last blades are all gonna just, all that stuff is evidence.
Can
that
I
the-
can I pick up the scraps of the little robot?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, Vox Seeker scraps. You can write in your
What?
inventory.
What
Vox
scraps?
Vox Seeker.
Vox Seeker.
I'm gonna have an art.
Vox as in voice.
Voice, yeah.
I'm gonna have an apron-shaped
you.
hole in my heart.
I mean, you had enough time.
I know,
Although
but it's
Zoph was
not.
crying, so.
And it's also like just not right because I know it's supposed to be like evidence and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm. Bugbear with a heart of gold. Yeah.
I'm a good character.
Then, yeah.
I'm not. I just want to get that out there.
We know.
My alignment
Wait,
is not good.
We know. Yeah. So
Oh, actually,
what next? You
oh
guys?
well, never mind.
You're neutral.
I'm lawful neutral, so
Mm.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So,
so
yeah,
I still wouldn't do it.
I can't even remember what time of day it was, you guys.
We took a long
It's-
rest, so
It's early.
took a long
This is
rest,
like
so it's
first
like
thing in the morning.
early.
Yeah.
So
probably
you
like
fought, and
early afternoon
yeah,
now by
it's probably about lunchtime
Mhm.
right
time.
now. So
Murder before lunch.
murder before lunch.
Death, death, death. Quick shower. Death, 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 death.
Lunch.
Lunch.
Yeah. What's the plan?
Well, it's too early to really do anything about Mira. Do we want to go and see if we can do something about?
Oh, the caustic heart.
Yeah.
Or even what we originally came here to do?
I have no idea what that was anymore.
Zof looks over at Angie.
I was looking to see if we introduced ourselves. I'm trying to remember if we introduced ourselves to Undex so that, we have things to worry about. And I am searching my memory and I don't think we did. So I think we're all
We'll
right.
look it up between sessions.
If
Don't worry
he,
about it.
if he describes us, I'm just thinking out loud, if he describes us, people may recognize us because we're a pretty unusual group.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's also like, you're in a big city. So if you wanted to just, go hang out somewhere, go shopping, whatever, the world is your oyster. You have plenty of options to kill time before nightfall.
It could be done with excitement for a little bit.
Everything else that we're looking for is in Shady Creek.
Yeah, that's where the book is.
Okay.
And we know that's where the poison is, but wasn't there
Yeah.
also a contact
Yeah,
of
yeah, there is a contact that my dad wanted us to look into. And
To be clear, the contact was to follow up on the poison, and you have learned what happened to the poison. So you're welcome to go and visit the contact, but you're not going to get any more
Okay.
information from that person.
Is it?
then
I was gonna say, is it possible that there's more information in Undex, like belongings or ledgers or anything about that?
I mean, you guys pretty much stopped when you found the first piece of evidence.
That's true.
I mean, but at this point, the glass blades are cleaning everything out. So if there was
Yeah.
more to find, it's being confiscated now.
But you said we're allowed to like come and go as we please during the operation.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you don't get in their
Not
way.
in their way, yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
now would be the best time to like look over their shoulder and see if there's evidence that we need.
I guess, but
all
I
right.
think Easter, like if Bonks proposes this, Easter shouldn't be like we already got paid, Bonks.
For the poison part though, like that's
Yeah, unless I could be a pest and go up to the lead guy and say, hey, if you find anything about poisons, can you let us know?
hate poisons.
And like slip him.
I mean, there's plenty of, let's see, there's plenty of poison in stock, but it's not, none of it is the kind that you're looking for.
Hmm.
Okay.
I feel like we should just go and do something fun.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So we go
Well-
to the amusement park.
Yeah, you can, you're in the middle of the liber disc. There's plenty to do. What kind of things are you looking for?
I want to do all the tourist things.
All the tourist
Well,
things.
as many
it's
as I
like
can do in
like
a few hours.
shopping and there's the bakery, and you guys have been to the tea shop.
how much
And
did we get paid, by the way?
there is
Big sack of
yeah.
money is
Big sack
what
of
Easter
money.
tells you.
Yep. If you take the time to kind of go through it and count, it is 1,500 gold.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Add that to
There
my bag folding.
is also, let's see, there is a magic shop. There are obviously like apothecaries and the odds and ends shops, and there's a blacksmith, and there's
Didn't Soph want to do spell scroll stuff too? We would have the means
Yeah.
now to do that.
Yeah,
Would that be
I
fun
sure
for
did.
Soph?
Might be.
Okay. Did you tell us that, or is that just a player conversation? I don't remember.
Zof probably would have told the group of you that they wanted to try and find
At
some
some
spell
point,
scrolls. At some
So I
point.
think-
on
I
the,
think
on
Bonks
the
would-
travel up, I think.
Yeah, I think Box had mentioned that then, since Soph's a little muddled still, maybe, as an option for something.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely still muddled.
Okay, I hate to do this to you.
Mm.
Is
No, you
there
don't.
is there
No, you don't.
anywhere in Uthadern a zoo?
Mhm. No.
No. Oh, you just gonna
No.
say no.
No, well, I'm not just saying no because I don't want to fucking deal with your shit. Which is legit because that's like part of it. But like you're underground. This is not a place to
Right.
keep animals. But
Sure.
there was, you recall, there is a stable on the
Mhm.
surface before you came down into the city with the, what were they? The very big goats.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
Is that where you were gonna say, Ethan?
No, here's my pitch.
The cliff neck
Oh.
goats. That's what they were.
Zoothadern.
Oh, dang.
No.
Yes.
That was a good try.
No, shooting that down. Yeah, so there's no zoo, but there are stables up on the surface with all those really cool looking cliff neck goats and very hardy looking horses.
Okay.
And that's about
Well, we
it.
can do the skull thing first, and maybe
Yeah.
maybe the stable's never. I'm just asking.
No, there's no. I don't want to deal with your bullshit, Nick. Not tonight. You murdered my favorite NPC.
Oh, come on.
No,
There's no way he was your favorite.
Yeah.
no, he
He had,
was
like-
up there.
He had like
My
5
baby
seconds of
boy.
screen time. Like,
Well, yeah, murdered him. I mean, did not account for a lot of things, clearly. Yeah, so if you want to go to the magic shop, there is a magic shop called Wild Stitches Whimsical Wonders. And it's been so long, and I didn't think you were actually going to go there that I completely forgot who the shopkeeper is. So give me just a second.
Yeah, if you want to review that,
Uh,
on the way over, Zoph speaks up and says to the group, I've been thinking about our ghost problem, and I think I have a plan.
Oh, great, because I got nothing.
yeah.
When the time comes, when it gets later, I think that we should go to the sanctuary. But Angie should be wild shaped into something that can fit in a pocket or a bag or something, so that she's nowhere to be seen when we go in. And then she can do her disguise on the inside. And when we come out, we'll have an extra person.
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
So
Okay.
the ghost won't see her going in, hopefully. And then when we come out, it'll be obvious
Sure.
that, and then there's the added benefit. It'll say, it'll see, oh, that they're down a party member. Maybe now I can take them. They beat me before, but they're not at full force.
Yeah, I like it.
That's a good idea. Hey, Kay, I have a rules question, and I'm not sure if I'm expecting an answer, but the Banshee Scream, or whatever
Mhm.
it was,
Mhm.
did we think that was just like instantly going in your mind, or if you like did this, would you be like able to resist it easier? Because I mean,
some kind of
I'm-
auditory protection.
yeah, I'm guessing
We
because
could stuff our ears with cotton or something.
yeah, because I'm guessing like if you
Hmm.
passed your save, you must have done something to resist it, right? So I don't know if it's actually like you like brought up your hands fast enough, or if it was actually just like your mental strength was, overpowered.
It was a con save more than anything.
Hmm.
Well, I don't think that
So it might be then, because Shatter is also a con save, right? And that might be the same sort of thing
Yeah,
with
it's-
like
it's-
auditory.
but it is psychic damage.
Right, that's true.
So I'm going to say you don't know, and
Don't know.
you're free to try whatever you think you can try, and
Okay.
we'll just see what happens.
I like this idea though. I think
Yeah.
it's a good idea.
I think maybe because we know that's probably going to happen.
Yeah. We can probably pick up some cotton at a tailor shop somewhere along the
Yeah.
way.
Okay.
It can't cost more than 100 gold.
1,500.
We've got plenty. So
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. You're making fun of me. I see.
it's just a joke, Easter.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, nothing
So-
too earth shattering.
Yeah, you guys can stop in at like the Plexus Post and get some cotton or whatever on your way to the magic shop. Wild Stitches Whimsical Wonders.
Mhm.
It's very much like on the outside, stark contrast to all of the other mundane, boring storefronts in the area. It's very vibrant. It's very pink and purple. It's like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory in the middle of like mundane humdrumville. And the sign is just like super flourishy, and there's like doodads in the windows. But you go in, and there is a very old gnomish woman at the counter, and she has these giant spectacles, so that her eyes behind them are just absolutely like humongous. And she is completely bald. She has no hair, except for one very long graying hair that is coming out of a giant mole on her chin.
Nice.
And she looks up as you guys all come inside, and she kind of adjusts her glasses, and she's like, "Huh? What?
I
Who's it?"
would like to make a perception check
Okay.
because I feel like at some point in her upbringing, whether it was adversarial or friendly, Easter has probably dealt with a hag before.
Uh-huh.
So I'm trying to see, is this like a hag glamour that we're dealing with? That's a 13 on perception.
Yeah, I mean, she absolutely looks like hags that you've seen, but
Mhm.
you don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe
I just give her a look.
Yeah.
No old woman is to be trusted.
No old woman is to be trusted. Clearly.
The eldest.
Clearly. She says, "Oh,
Get behind that.
customers, welcome to Wild Stitch's Whimsical Wonders. My name is Phyllis Wild Stitch, and these are my beautiful creations. Good for you."
Zoph looks around. Are the creations beautiful?
Yes, maybe. Yes, they are. Where's my list of creations? Sure. Where is my list of creations? Yeah. Yeah, it's just what you would expect from like a shop that is a supply shop for spellcasters for the most part. There's a bunch of just, like material components all along all these shelves and stuff. But she does have some display cases that have some cool things. And there's also like a up on the wall, hanging on the wall, what looks like studded leather armor. And then there's like some potion bottles in a glass case behind the counter. And there's some what looks like, what is it? An amulet on a chain being displayed on like a little like bust mannequin. And there's a box that has a bunch of what look like scrolls all stacked, and like papers and inks and all that good stuff.
I guess I will go over to those scrolls and start looking at those.
Sure. Well, they're behind the counter.
Oh, right.
She's not gonna let you
Then,
just
yeah,
take them.
I'll point at those and say, what sort of scrolls do you have?
Well, let's see. She goes, and it's like opening the cabinet and kind of rifling, and she has to like get up on like a step stool that's like very wobbly. You're like, oh god, is she gonna fall?
Don't.
She's like, don't touch me. I got you.
I wasn't
Pulls-
just.
Pulls the box off, and then comes and sits down at the counter, like climbs up on her very tall stool, sits, and she says, well, what kind of potency are you looking for? I've got some kind of mundane stuff, like this one that lets you
do up to 2 potencies.
Up to 2 potencies. She's like, well,
in the near future, I might be able to do 3 potencies.
Ooh, well, I have all of that stuff. So what? Here, and she just kind of scoots the box, and she lays them out one by one on the table in front of you, and she's like, I've got one that lets you understand languages that you don't normally speak.
Put that one to the side.
And I've got one that helps you run away if you find yourself surrounded by, say, a big pack of wolves or something as you're traveling out in the Arctic.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And then I've got one that's I like this one a lot. This one, you can make a big sound and just hurt people's ears and stuff. It's
Gonna
really,
put
it's
that
really
one on
quite
the other
fun in the right
side.
situation. Those are my very mundane ones, very easy. And then she pulls over the higher level ones, and she's like this one. What does that one do? This one, you can use it to make something twice its size or half its size.
I like that.
Depending on what you want to, that one can be kind of fun, playing a good prank. The pranks I've played in my day. Just adjust her glasses. And then we have one that does a thing that Kay doesn't remember what it does, because I prepared these weeks and weeks ago. I was like, that sounds cool. What does it do? This one lets you, it's very, very rare actually. Lets you use the shadows to create some kind of shadowy weapon, sword-like thing. And you can use it to fight. I never liked it much, but it's pretty popular with people, especially down here. You know how it is. That one's Shadow Blade. And if that's not enough to tempt you, I have this one as well. My last one, the most potent of all of them. This one is very important for any traveler, especially if they're going to be going through the Savalier Wood. She pops it down. She's like, it will remove curses.
Oh.
Only one time. Only one curse, but very good.
That is very good.
Mm.
And it is a
Anything
wizard's call.
catching your eye, Sunny?
Yeah, as she was going, Zoph was sorting them into piles. And in the pile on the left, there's comprehend languages, enlarge, reduce, and remove curse. And then everything else went in the pile on the right. And
Okay.
so Zoph kind of moves the pile on the right to the side and pulls the pile on the left over and says, how much would all of these cost? I don't know if I can afford all of these, but just hypothetically.
Well, comprehend languages. This one is 100 gold.
Okay.
This one, pointing to enlarge reduce, is 250 gold. And this one, pointing to remove curse, this one I'm going to have to ask for 500 gold.
Okay.
My last one, you see.
Let's see. And then Zoph also goes over to, you said there were just like arcane materials and things like that too.
Mhm.
Zoph grabs a bunch of like papers and inks as well and says, I would also need, let me see, how much would I need of this? 1, 3.
Wizards, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Wizards and
absolutely can't
wyverns.
afford all of this. So Zoph sets all this paper and ink down and says, okay, for all 3 of these, I'd need this much. And it's 50 gold times 6, so quite a bit.
300.
Yeah. So I guess doing some quick math, that would put me at a little bit over 1,000. So I need to pare this down. Okay, guys, what do you think would be most useful? This language one for sure. That's cheap. That's easy.
I just rolled an insight check on Zoph.
Oh, sure.
Zoph, are you mad at me?
Oh, yeah. Zoph has been occasionally still. It looks like it's absent-mindedly. Like I don't even need to know what you rolled. Like it's pretty apparent that Zoph is occasionally absent-mindedly.
I rolled an
glaring at
18.
you.
I rolled
Oh,
very
okay,
good.
yeah. They're accidentally, occasionally, not accidentally, but absent-mindedly, occasionally, kind of scowling at Easter a little bit. But like all these scrolls in front of them have definitely cheered them up, it seems.
Yeah. Easter pulls out the bag of holding, slaps Zoph on the back, says, Zoph, we got this. And starts counting out money for all of the scrolls and all of the ink.
No, I don't think we do. Like all of this together is 1,150 gold.
We got paid today.
We didn't get paid that much.
We got paid kind of a lot.
I can get rid of some of these. We probably don't need to deal with any curses. We're not going to get cursed, so
we'll take all.
I can take the cursed one off the table.
Put the curse one back in.
No,
Yeah,
no.
Settler would.
So
yeah.
if I take the curse one off, it's down to 500. That's pretty reasonable.
Pretty reasonable. Here's 1,000 gold, ma'am.
Thank you. Pleasure doing business with you.
Could have offered her 800.
Why?
Didn't even barter Easter. A
Hagman
little
did-
free and easy with the party funds there, lady. But I agree. I think he needs all of them.
For Zoph, it's worth it.
They need all of them.
They need all of them.
Interest you in anything else? I have this beautiful amulet over here, freshly enchanted by yours truly.
Yeah.
What's the armor up there about?
Oh, well, that is something quite special. She goes over and she brings her like really rickety step stool and she climbs up and is like wobbling as she like takes it off the wall. She comes down and she holds it up. This is some armor of resistance,
Hey,
specially enchanted to protect you from all kinds of electric mayhem.
I'm not
Would
really
look
sure what
very
the sound
good on
effects
you.
are supposed to be, but I appreciate it. Yeah, what is
Whipping?
doing?
She's like whipping it like.
What's it made out of? Is it
Picking it up.
whiffable?
No, it's studded leather.
Oh, okay.
It's just like
She's making the sound effects. and she's,
Clank,
like,
clank, clank.
shaking it out.
I feel like she's making the sound with her mouth, even though it's like
She
not
is, she
supposed
is,
to
she
like.
absolutely is.
Bonks
She's
is
going,
like.
how much is that leather?
how much for this?
Yeah.
5,000 gold.
Oh, okay. We didn't get paid that much.
Right. This is what I'm saying. Maybe we hold off on like, buying all three of these scrolls and look around. Maybe there's something else in here that the rest of the group could use. That's
We-
not 5,000 gold, but
Yeah. We can afford those scrolls.
What's the amulet?
Easter leans over.
right. But Bonks
And
is kind of
whispers,
interested in
"We
this
just-
amulet.
We just got 1,500 gold.
Cricket.
Wait, who were you whispering that to?
You.
Zoph.
Oh, to me? Oh,
Zoph, yeah.
but that's almost all of it. It's really just. I think we should just go with this one with the languages and this one with the
So let's just
big and small.
let yourself have this.
I mean, what does that amulet do? So it points to the one that Bonks is interested in.
I'm just curious.
Yeah. She gets up on the stool and hangs the armor back up as you guys are talking.
Oh,
She
careful.
goes- she goes back over to the amulet and she kind of does this to Bonks because Bonks is the one who is kind of interested, right? She says, come here, come close.
All right.
And she says, give it a nice good whiff.
That's weird.
Smell it. Smell the amulet.
Okay.
Smell it.
Yeah, he'll smell it.
It smells strangely of old ale-stained wood.
I thought you were gonna say old elves, and I was really excited.
Old elves, no. Ale-stained
Oh, no.
wood, like an old,
Okay.
like if you walked into a tavern that's been
So,
around for a while.
Yeah, so he kind of like really like confused look, like what?
Yeah.
Like what? And
Are
then he like
you
smells it
an
again.
ale drinker?
He like smells it again, like it does smell like that.
Are you an ale drinker? Do you enjoy the finer delights? Beer, ale, mead,
Sure,
wine.
at times, yeah.
Yeah. Pints now and then. Wear this thing, and you'll find that your favorite drinks will love you back. They will rejuvenate you, give you back some health, so to speak.
Huh?
Oh, maybe
Mechanics wise, what
Is
does
this
that
that
mean?
magic item that turns beer into a health potion, basically?
Yep, sure does.
What?
While wearing it, you can regain 44
Yeah.
plus 4 hit points when you drink a pint of beer, ale, mead, or wine once a
That's
day.
really good.
Yeah.
What is it?
So
how much is it?
It is 500 gold.
Okay,
we'll
see,
take that one too.
so that's what I was going to say. We could get the amulet for Bonks and just these 2 scrolls for me.
But we still have 1,000 gold left over after.
Yeah, you
all
still have
this
1,000
stuff.
from the first payment you got from
Yeah.
her.
So wait, like again, so mechanics wise again, hang on. So you just swing a pint back and you
Yeah.
like
Yep.
what's the
There's
the
no
catch
catch.
here?
You
It's
can
only
only
once per
use
day.
it
Once
once
per
per
day.
day. So once you do that, you can't do it until the next dawn.
So if I'm playing Breath of the Wild and I like go to my inventory in combat and just drink a big
Link pulls out a beer.
Well,
and drink
there's
it.
no such thing as beer in Breath of the Wild, so no.
They're all milk bars.
Okay, sorry, I could drink a milk bar.
I guess there is noble pursuit.
But it's like having a potion
But is it just like a?
cheaper potion.
Would it just be like literally like an action or something to drink?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'd treat it the same way I treat potions. Bonus
Wow,
action on your
that's-
turn or an action to
That's
give it to
really
someone else.
good because it's so
Yeah,
cheap.
it is really good, and we should buy
Do
it.
you have to
Could
attune
just-
to
And
it?
he's just going. And he's
Make
just going
Bonks drink a
to.
beer.
He's just going to buy it.
It does not require attunement.
Oh my
Oh, wow,
god,
that's
this is
really good.
incredible. Oh, we have to buy it. Monk just throws his hands in the air,
He's
back.
just
We
already
need
counting
this
the money out on the
Easter."
table.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
Ma'am,
will put her in charge of the funds. This is
Phyllis
happening.
looks very, very happy right now.
would it be
Charges
possible
does
to
it have?
requisition another one of these?
Why, yes, sure.
Because Zoe sees
Might take
that
a few
Easter and
weeks.
Bonks both want one.
I don't want one. I just.
Oh, but
You're
there's
telling
more?
me Easter doesn't want to recover hit points by drinking?
When you put it that way,
It really does sound like something Easter would be into.
it's true. It's true.
I mean, if it doesn't
If-
require
Well-
attunement though, like you just
Yeah.
You
Could
can
pass it
whoever
back
needs
and
share
forth.
back and forth.
Yeah,
That's why I was
That's
asking
true.
about charges. How
Yeah.
many charges does it have?
Yeah, it has
One per
like
day,
basically
right?
one per day.
Yeah.
So you can do it once per day and then it doesn't restore that charge until dawn.
What a cool
and
item.
it's 44.
It's called Amulet of the Drunkard.
That's amazing. It's 44 plus 4. Is that what it was?
44 plus 4.
So it's
yeah.
not just a healing potion, it's a greater healing potion.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
That's why I'm like,
Yep.
oh
Yeah.
my god.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
How many does she have? She just
She
just
has
the
just the one.
one? Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
I believe. Let me check my notes. I believe she just has the one.
This is the greatest magic item.
Yep. It was
I don't need
straight
any
out of
others.
the, yeah, it's just the one. Straight out of the Explorer's Guide to Wild Mountain. I'm very tickled that you found it. I've been waiting for a chance to drop this in your lap because it's amazing. Yeah, so 500 gold, it's yours.
Yep.
You can add an Amulet of the Drunkard to your inventory if it exists.
Hey, friends.
Hmm?
Zoph pulls out from their pocket the Delver's coin, which we found in the woods.
Mm.
Do you think there's ever any time when we would need this? Maybe it's worth selling.
What is? That's the thing that you drop it and you know how far it dropped.
Yeah, if you drop it a distance greater than 5 feet, it issues a melodious ringing sound when it hits a surface. Any creature that can hear the chime can determine the distance the coin dropped based on the tone.
Does it return to you after you drop it?
No.
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Maybe she wants it. Gesturing to the shopkeeper.
Yeah, ma'am, I have this interesting coin. Would that be of any value to you?
He takes it from you, and I look up the Coin of Delving. That's what it's called. I was like, Delver's coin isn't showing up when I search for it.
Yeah,
Coin of Delving. Yeah, okay. Checking all of my reference stuff. She takes it from you and she kind of like adjusts her glasses and looks at it, and she casts a quick spell, which you may or may not know is Identify. And she goes, oh, very interesting. Yeah, I'll give you 50 gold for it.
I don't foresee myself ever needing this coin.
Me neither.
I'll
really.
knock 50 gold off of the price of your
Yeah.
of
Let's
your
do it.
amulet.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, go for it.
I will sell her that item.
All right, I've added
Right.
the gold to the party coffers.
Nice. Well, shoot, that was great.
Wage-
That
this
pays
wages
for
their guilt just a little
Part
bit.
of the paper.
Yeah.
But I mean, and inks.
Buyer's remorse.
Yeah, so just so you're fully aware of stuff, you looked at the armor, you looked at the amulet. She does have some potions for sale. She does have one other thing behind a in a glass case, and it looks like kind of on a pedestal, this like smooth rainbow colored egg-shaped stone.
I'll ask about that.
Yeah. And she'll come over and explain to you like, oh, that's one of my finer works. This is a beautiful little stone of dispelling, as I like to call it. You take it and you throw it. She doesn't actually throw it, but she like mimes throwing.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, and when it hits the ground, it explodes, and everything within 10 feet of it. The magic just ends. Any spell that's active within 10 feet of it will end. Anything that's maybe, I'd say about a 5th level spell or lower.
5 potent.
5 potencies. Yeah.
5 potencies. Gone.
Huh. Hmm.
Could be
Well,
useful.
how much for that one?
10,000 gold.
Oh, we'll buy it.
Never mind.
Yeah, you're dreaming.
10,000.
And
It's
it's a
very-
one-time use thing, right?
Sure is. It's very difficult to make. And look at the detail. She kind of like
It is-
looks
it
at
is
the beautiful
extremely pretty.
rainbow.
I mean,
Took me 2 weeks to paint.
we can't pay
Only
you for it,
painted.
but we are very impressed with
Hand-painted,
both the
hand-painted.
craftsmanship and the function. It's all very, very good.
To be honest, it would be difficult to sell it anyway. She kind of looks at it very fondly. She twirls the hair around her finger as she does.
The hair. Ooh.
Gross.
Would there
Living.
be anything of interest at all that Angelica could send back home to her village as kind of like, hey, this is where I'm
I mean,
at.
this is all like really like a wizard's tool
Okay,
shop.
so nothing
Let me-
really. Okay.
Let me ask what Angelica's asking. Does she have any trinkets for sale?
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, not really. Like you'd have to
Oh,
go to a different
unusual.
place. This is all like it's,
There's certainly like a gift shop somewhere in Uthadern, but this isn't it.
Well, yeah, I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for more like potion stuff for my brother for his shop, things like that. unusual
I see,
things,
like
on the
kits. Yeah, that would be
journey.
more of like an apothecary
apothecary or
something,
yeah. Okay.
if you want to send stuff like that home.
Okay.
How much would she buy +1 arrows for?
+1 arrows. Well, what are the rarity of those? Does it say on your thing?
No.
No.
But I can try and look it up.
That's what I'm trying to do too.
It's +1 ammunition is what they're called.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Where did you get +1 arrows from?
Let me check my notes.
Like, I don't remember giving you any +1 arrows.
I think we got them off the Dead Glass Blades person in the Savalier Woods.
Do they have +1 arrows?
That's what I have. A quiver
Okay.
of 6 +1
Alright.
arrows.
All right. All right. I see them uncommon. 6 of them?
Hmm?
6, you said?
Yep.
Yeah, she would probably, let's see.
Math.
Yeah, like 20 gold, maybe.
A piece or
For all
total?
6. For all
Mm,
6
no,
of them.
That's
Yeah.
not worth it then. Okay. Nope, I'm satisfied. Very satisfied.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then she's very pleased. She'll walk you straight to the door when you're ready to leave, and she'll make sure everything's packaged up really nice for you. And the like bags that she gives you are like just these really, really gaudy pink and purple, lots of ribbons and flourishing script on them. That she packs all of your stuff in these bags and hands them to you. And she walks you to the door and she's like, and don't forget, Wild Stitch's Whimsical Wonders. It's your best place north of the Empire to get your magical goods.
Angelica
won't forget.
is really tempted to walk by her really close and yank that hair from her
Oof.
mole.
I feel like she's really proud of that hair.
But she restrains herself
Very
because
long.
I just
Very
feel
long.
like as a druid it would have lots of magical properties. But I don't.
We could
Talking about hags.
like get around the corner and Easter could like mage hand it off of her.
You could cast
Gross.
Enlarge Reduce on it, make it bigger.
Ew.
I haven't learned the spell yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Alright.
Elongate.
we did only end up doing the languages and the enlarge reduced, right?
Oh
Or
no,
did-
we got all. We got.
No,
all
you
the
got
all of
ones.
removed.
them.
Okay.
You got removed curse too.
So that was, and then all the paper. So that's
Yep.
okay.
I subtracted 1,000 gold from the party funds.
I have a feeling
All
we're going
right.
to be happy we did.
I will
Yeah.
write 300 gold worth of paper in my pouch.
Amazing.
Here.
And inks.
And inks, yeah.
It takes that much,
Yeah.
really? Wow, that's
I
crazy.
need 50 gold per spell
Per
level.
level of
It's
the
like
spell, yeah.
Yeah.
Magical inks and stuff.
Mhm.
So we had
But it's like
6
learning a new spell for
Yeah.
50 gold or whatever.
comprehend languages an especially good find because it's a
Mhm.
ritual, so I don't have to ever prepare it.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Nice.
It's really good.
You're welcome.
Thank you, nice DM.
You're welcome.
We've swung the dice.
I put a lot of time and effort into picking what spells would be available for you. You're welcome.
I'm gonna give this scroll of Remove Curse to Angelica because I think she's the only one who can cast it.
Oh, I can, and I can put it in my book.
Is that a wizard spell?
Yeah,
I
I was surprised by that too.
I
Oh, okay,
only
then-
picked. I
then,
think
yeah.
I only picked wizard spells. So
Then yeah, you get it. I'm not gonna give a consumable to anyone, but yeah, if you can describe it.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm pretty
I can learn
scholarly.
it for
I might be
good.
able to do it.
So yeah, it's true.
if you put it in your book, it's not going to do shit. But you can put it in your book.
It's
Yeah.
not gonna
All
do
right.
anything? Wait, what?
No,
No, I
she
mean,
was talking
if you
to
did
you.
bonks,
Oh,
if you put it in your journal.
I can put it in my book, and it will be mine forever.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why I was like,
Doesn't
oh
do any
no,
good
why
in
did
your
we buy
book.
that?
No, I was talking
No,
to you,
no,
Bonks.
I get
You're
it,
like, I
okay.
can write it down. Yeah. So if you want to continue to go shopping and spend a little bit of extra time or money on little trinkets, you can visit the apothecary and get some stuff. Don't need to play all of it out unless you want to. The
I need
apothecary.
to buy some alcohol.
That's easy enough to do. Easy enough to do, especially if you're gonna. Yeah. Let's see. Where's my shopping?
We need to
thing?
call these things combat shots because they're going to be used in
Combat
combat.
shots.
And I think whoever has the amulet and uses it needs to actually take a drink or something on stream when we do this.
That would be really funny. That would be funny.
Yeah.
Okay. No,
I've never taken a drink on stream, and like I can take a drink in 6 seconds. I will tell you that.
Yes, he
You can.
can.
It's true.
He can.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
true. It's absolutely true.
Nice.
Okay, where is my? There
Nick
it
is the fastest drinker I have ever seen.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Won't
There
be
we go.
alcohol.
So,
I didn't
you
tell
can
us.
buy a gallon of ale for 2 silver.
I love this amulet. Well, okay, so we can talk about this later. I'm trying to figure out like
Thanks,
logistically,
Bunks.
but yeah, let's just buy that, and then
Yeah.
we can. Does it go
I mean,
bad?
you
Are
can
we
get.
gonna
You
have
have
to
a.
worry
You
about
have a bag of
Bag of
holding,
holding,
so you
yeah.
could get multiple gallons or whatever.
that?
of
If
ale.
it's just available, we'll just buy one for now and then figure it out
Yeah.
later.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. So let's just
Yeah.
do. I'll pay for it.
Yeah, 2
Yeah,
silver
drinks
per
on
gallon of ale.
bunks forever.
I can cover
Yep.
this much. Okay. If we're feeling good though, I feel like the Costa cart thing wouldn't be
Yeah.
something to follow up on.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I'm gonna say after your day of shopping, it's getting to be pretty late.
Oh, okay.
okay.
I assume you're gonna stop and have lunch at some point. So
Can we
it's
take
starting
a
to
short,
get-
short rest during lunch?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys can have a short rest if you want. So it's getting around the time when you're thinking it's probably time to go and chat with Valora or whoever at the
Sanctuary.
at
The
the
barrel.
sanctuary.
The barrel sanctuary.
And we'll
With your
put
barrel of ale.
we'll put Zoe's plan in place and have Angelica turn into like a beetle or something and hide in one of our pockets before we go inside the sanctuary.
I prefer a spider so I can tickle.
But I thought you hate spiders.
Yeah, Zoe hates
Yeah,
spiders, so don't they?
They're growing
I
up.
Yeah,
thought
Zoph doesn't love
Angelica
them.
hated spiders.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
always suggests turning into one.
I don't
Easter
understand.
likes spiders. If you want to be in Easter's pocket,
Bonks
that's
doesn't
cool.
care.
Short rest. Okay.
Even like a mouse would fit in a pouch or something like that as well.
Mhm.
Oh, turn to a
Doesn't really
constrictor
matter though,
snake.
as long as she's not visible.
Okay. So short
The
rest.
constrictor
let's see.
snake. Glad you used that already,
Test
though.
it.
I mean, it's not like I could do anything as a ghost.
Constrict the ghost.
Well, I
Just
couldn't when I tried to
flies right
grapple
out.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you guys enact the plan. You go in to the sanctuary, and Valora does come up to you. And she recognizes you guys, and she kind of asks, like, "We've been here since yesterday. any word? Did you have any luck?
We don't think that Mira strikes twice in one night, so our plan didn't succeed last night, but we're going out again tonight and giving it another shot.
I also think that our approach was flawed last night because we tried to draw her out at the estate, but I think she knew that every one of her targets was here. So I think we'll have better luck, in the streets near here.
I was wondering about that since, well, disguise is only for the eyes, but she may have other ways to sense us. But I did think of something that might help.
Oh.
Where did I write these notes down?
He starts thinking like, can ghosts smell?
Watch her hand us a lampshade. Be like, I think this will help. And
Where did
Box
I
will be
write
like,
this shit down?
"Yes."
Ah, there we go.
Have to do a
Yeah,
ritual.
she kind of reaches into her bag and she pulls out a necklace. It's a little bit ostentatious necklace. Very old fashioned. And she says, this necklace belonged to Mira's mother. She died a long time ago before any of this happened, of natural causes, before any of the murders started happening. And I don't know if Mira would react differently to this being with you, but maybe it would draw her attention.
That's probably a very good idea.
Worth a shot.
Yeah.
I know that your bulk friend, and she kind of looks around, noticing that Angelica's not here, can disguise herself, right? That was your plan last time. And if you wanted to disguise yourself as Mira's mother, I can take you to the state and show you a portrait of her.
Can you tell us where it is? I don't think you should leave.
Well, I don't know if I'm in any danger because I was born here.
Okay.
I mean, if what you said was true, and she's only attacking people who
That's
came
the
from
pattern
Elias
so
Mary.
far, but
I guess we don't know. No, we would know that she hasn't attacked anybody other than that family, right? Like that's the only reported. So that seems pretty. It seems like it.
So
Everyone
far,
from my
but-
mother's generation or earlier.
Yeah, she
But-
is a Quern.
I am
So
a
it's-
Quern.
It's possible Mira might be enough for Mira. We don't know yet.
the
Well,
point
I-
is, Valora, I think it would be a risk for you to leave.
Yes, I'm aware, but I want to help. I can't just sit here and do nothing. And maybe if I'm with you, that's another draw for her.
But you didn't see what it did to Leonis was her brother, right?
Her uncle.
Uncle. Okay. You didn't see what it did, what the ghost did to your uncle, though. It was instantaneous. There's if you come out with us, partially attempting to use yourself as bait, there's a very real chance that your life could end in seconds without us being able to do anything about it.
Easter would fish in her pockets, or maybe in the bag we're holding. I don't even know where I put this, and pull out some of the cotton and say, at least stuff this in your ears.
So she's getting mixed messages. She's getting one person telling her to stay and one person telling her to come.
I'm not telling her to come. I'm sensing I can't tell her not to.
Allowing
Yeah,
her
that's
to
kind
come.
of-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of where Bonks is at too. Is that we can't control her actions, but we can guide her to safety and
Yeah.
give her an opinion.
All right, Zoe, how strongly do you feel about dissuading her from coming?
Based on the events of this morning, pretty strongly.
Then why don't you make a persuasion check at disadvantage?
Okay. Do I still have my, let's see. Features
Yeah,
and traits.
You're no longer poisoned.
Yeah. Looking at my
Yeah, the
yes,
poison
it
would
comes
have worn
back on
off
a
a long
short
time ago.
rest, so I can use my forceful presence to gain advantage and cancel out the disadvantage.
You don't. Do you have disadvantage?
Kay said
Yeah.
I had disadvantage.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, right,
because you
right.
guys are basically like,
Yeah.
okay, we'll put these in your
Yeah.
ears.
Yeah.
All right, that's a strong natural one with a +0. So 1.
Well,
Zoph basically
no.
okay, so Zoph basically like says this trying to dissuade her. And then Easter says, at least put this in your ears. And then Zoph just like clams up at that point.
Okay. Yeah.
Doesn't
then
say
she
anything
will
more, just kind of like
take-
looks at the ground.
She'll take the cotton and she'll say thank you. I'll do what I can to stay indoors, and if you can make it back here with me, that would be even better. But let's go.
is Angelica gonna come out and disguise herself?
Mm,
I can stay in animal
Oh,
form.
yeah.
No sense changing
That's
back.
true.
But I will.
And she's gonna disguise herself as the
right.
Yeah.
mother.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So I might as well stay in spider form.
Yeah, and it you know, it's not going to take 2 hours to get to the estate again.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so Valora will go with you through the city, back to the Corn estate, and she'll take you into the house, and she'll kind of dig through some of the family albums or whatever, and she'll pull out a portrait of Mira's mother wearing the necklace and everything, and she shows it to you guys, and she says, here she is.
So Angelica will crawl out. And she crawls on
Yeah.
top of the picture. Is that it? Well, 8 eyes or whatever.
Don't worry, that's Angelica.
Oh, I was wondering where she went.
Is the spider
Yeah.
like extra furry?
So I say you can't tell by the blue fur. On
Well, it's like blue furry.
thorax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I raise one of my arms and kind of.
You can't tell from the mandibles,
The mandibles. Yeah.
like what those
Yeah.
people were wearing.
Yeah, so you can absolutely disguise yourself as this woman. You can wear the necklace to add to the, or you can make an illusion of the necklace on yourself or whatever, to add to it. And Valora is like, you know what, I'm gonna wait in here, and you guys can go out and see if you can lure her out, and we will see what happens and if they're successful next week.
All right.
Man,
Thank you everyone for playing. Thank you guys for your heartfelt RP this week. I want to belatedly give Ethan inspiration for the backstory
Inspiration.
lore dump. Sorry, I didn't think to give it to you earlier, but you have
It's
that
okay.
for next week. Don't forget about it.
D&D Beyond is a nice place to just check it.
Yeah, because that was really good. Yeah, I hope everyone who tuned in to watch enjoyed it. And we will be back next week to see about wrapping up the at least one. You wrapped up one of them this week, one of your tasks.
Mhm.
We'll
If
see
we
if we
get
can
two-
wrap up
two
the
for
next
three.
one. Yeah, next week, and we'll see what happens then. So yeah, good night.
All right.
Night, everyone.